Lakers have opened up a 17-point lead, just over 6.5 remaining in the second. Big reason is Andrew Bynum is back. It's proven when he's healthy, he can be one of the top centers in the NBA, but that has not always been the case, especially the last couple of years with the knee injuries in 08. He did come back in 09, but wasn't the same player down the stretch. The Achilles had him out, but boy, he looks sharp today, Jeff.
He does. Again, the size of the Lakers makes it very difficult on Oklahoma City here. Bynum cutting to the rim, finishing over the smaller players, and then protecting the basket. And then I used to do this in North basketball at home on my brother's head. I used to take it right at him, just like Bynum did.
Are you telling me you used to do that to Stan?
Nerf ball. Right on his head.
We need to get Stan's version. Durant drives and gets hammered, and he'll go to the line for the first time.
This was my Nerf ball move. Deep paint catch, spin back. You know, I'm taller than he is, and wham, bam.
I guarantee you Stan's watching right now, wishing that we had a mic and wire.
No, Stan right now is in his office thinking of everything that could possibly go wrong at 5:30 Eastern against Larry Brown's Charlotte Bobcats.
Meanwhile, Durant is back to the place where he spent a lot of time this year. #1 in the NBA in free throws made and attempted. He made the 6th highest amount of free throws in a season in NBA history, the most free throws made in a season in 23 years, not since Michael Jordan back in 86-87. You mentioned Phil Jackson complained about it. Kevin Garnett also made some comments about it. As you said, Jeff, he just has a knack drawing contact. Bryant misses. Bynum tips it, and Durant picks it up.
The Lakers defense today has been terrific.
Fisher with the steal. Bryant. Fisher gets inside, misses the banker. And here comes Oklahoma City. Green stripped from behind by Bryant. Durant inside to Kristich. And Westbrook able to put it in. Westbrook with his first points. Again, he's their second leading scorer. Averages just over 16 a game. Coming up about 5.5 remaining here in the second. Game 1, best of 7 here in this opening round for the defending champs. So far, they look sharp. Bynum, foul! Andrew Bynum dominating down low. The Lakers back up by 16.
Outstanding playmaking ability by Bryant. Creates space and then, like a point guard, gets into the seams, delivers the basketball on point to Bynum. Once again, long, athletic, the ability to finish at the rim. Had options. Gasol on one side, Bynum on the other.
Ibaka's second foul. And again, the Lakers have looked terrific. But we've said that a lot in the second half of the season. They have stretches, start games so well. The key that Phil Jackson said before the game, can they sustain it? They didn't do it down the final quarter of the season, but they also really didn't have a healthy Andrew Bynum as well. Green for 3. And the Thunder did a little bit of that.
It was good pick and roll offense against the show by Bynum. His man rolled, sucked us all in, which left Jeff Green wide open at the 3-point line.
Lakers shooting 51% alley-oop. Broken up by Kristich. A late whistle and a foul. Amazing is being here. Season tickets for 2010-2011 on sale now. Go to NBA.com/tickets to reserve your seats. The NBA where amazing happens. Bynum, it's a nice ovation. 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 block shots in his first game since having that Achilles injury. Well, he had his first practice, really first contact practice Friday, then practice yesterday. And he's played 15 minutes. He said at the top he probably won't play 30, maybe he will.
Not if the score keeps going like this.
Sepulosha picks up Fisher. Westbrook now on Bryant. Fisher again. Durant's ball handler, that's what a lot of the coaches talk about, how good a ball handler he is, and with his size, enables him to create so much.
Well, his assist totals are pretty good, but his turnovers are higher than his assists. That's one thing he's going to have to continue to work on, is playing in traffic and making the right play.
Green misses, ball is loose, Durant picks it up. Durant was third in the NBA in turnovers. Nice feed, Westbrook to Kristich. And the Thunder back within 12.
You know, Mark, I like their demeanor. It hasn't been going well. They've been dominated so far by the Lakers, but there's no sense of lack of poise. It's very impressive.
Let's listen to a recent huddle from Scotty Brooks.
Foul them! Foul them! Chase everything down. Come off the screens harder. They're just playing. They're playing hard. They're playing harder. They're the defending champions, and you're letting them play harder. No, we want to get to where they are. We want to get to where they are. The only way we're going to get to them by challenging ourselves to play hard every possession down the court.
Well, that was his message all week. Play hard and play for each other. He says that he says it so much that his daughter Lexi, who's 9 years old, recently told him, "Dad, your team didn't play hard in the recent loss." He says it's so much around the house, I guess, as well. And that's his message to his team, and that is the message from his daughter.
When your 9-year-old daughter's second guessing that you got problems.
You've been there.
My goodness.
Bryant. Artest. That's a three. Well short. Good contesting of the shot from Jeff Green. Westbrook got away. I was going to say got away with a double dribble, but he didn't. That's 8 turnovers for the Thunder. Fisher, the All-Pro, boy, Fisher and Bryant themselves have played more playoff games than the entire Thunder team combined. Odom kicks it out. Gasol with the left hand, short. Westbrook, nice crossover, but couldn't control it. Kobe Bryant takes it away from Cephalosha.
And the Lakers have really caused the Thunder problems off the dribble, stripping them once they've beaten them off the dribble, coming from behind.
Bad pass that time from Fisher. 6 turnovers for LA. 3 minutes left here, first half. Durant. Kevin Durant now 4 for 12 from the field. In some ways, though, how poorly Oklahoma City has shot, 35%. They're fortunate to be only down 14. Gasol gets it deep. And is knocked at the roll. Odom right there for the rebound. Gasol, ball batted out of his hands. Nice save from Durant. Lakers fans wanted a foul. Westbrook feed inside to Kristich, and somehow finds an angle to put it in. Westbrook now with 5 assists. Kristich, a good player. When he first came up with the Nets, they thought he was going to be a big part of the future, but he really had a serious knee injury. Left the NBA for half the season. Cephalosha's call for a foul. Yeah, we're going to have a timeout. That's one of the stories of the first half, Mark. Andrew Bynum's return so far has been a success.
Well, making life so much easier when you talk about having his presence on both ends of the floor, defensively and offensively. Also, the ability to catch, finish in traffic, alter shots.